Welcome, everyone. If you're gathering for our afternoon mindful moments, welcome to those who might be on the phone or joining in person. It's nice to see you. I see some entering the conference room. This would be a great time to mute any electronic devices that you have if you haven't already. And taking a moment to notice that you are where you are, wherever that is, in the conference room or your office. Just taking a moment to really let yourself notice that and to settle in, particularly settling into the awareness that you're here now and that you've set this time aside for yourself, for your own rest, relaxation, refreshment. Taking a moment to orient yourself to the fact that today is Thursday, May 12th, 2016. And sense yourself arriving into the chair that you're sitting in. Perhaps with each in-breath, sensing yourself more and more coming into your own body. With each out-breath, just as settling into the support of the chair and the floor. And if as you're gathering yourself up, you're aware of other things on your to-do list or other things and places that are calling for your attention, you might just imagine placing them outside the door or placing them in your office or some other place where they can also rest during this time of our practice. When you've finished with that, just letting things be, coming back to the awareness of yourself sitting here in the chair, supported by the chair, perhaps in your back, your hips, your legs, letting yourself rest. And aware of the support of the floor, again, underneath your feet. Bringing attention there to your feet for a few moments, really sensing what it's like to have that contact. Letting your feet be. I'm noticing some others arriving in one of our remote offices. I'm just wondering if they might mute as well, if they haven't already. Mute their microphone. Thank you. And let's all together take a few deep belly breaths. It's a way of relieving any stress. Deep breath in and out. And again. And out. And once more. And out, slow exhale. As you perhaps adjust your posture in this moment, looking for a balance between being awake and alert and at ease and relaxed, I'll say a few words about today's practice. We're going to be practicing open awareness, also sometimes called choiceless awareness or relaxation meditation. And it's called relaxation meditation because we're not trying to place our attention any particular place like the breath, but we're simply becoming aware of where our awareness is moment to moment without trying to move it around, to fix it, to struggle with it, to change it. It most closely aligns to that state we're in when we feel like we're just being somewhere. We're actually still awake and alert to the fact that we're where we are, but we're just letting ourselves be and rest, awake in the mind and relaxed in the body and the heart, at ease. It can be useful in this practice to have a home base to return our awareness whenever we feel like we're perhaps getting lost in the practice or becoming too drifty, that we can bring our attention to our home base. So before we begin with the open awareness, we'll just explore a couple of the possible home bases, an aspect of the present moment. Perhaps choosing sound that's happening right now. Perhaps choosing sensation in a part of the body that feels in relative ease or perhaps has interesting or pleasant sensations. And you may choose anywhere, but right now we'll just explore a couple of the options like resting attention with your hands. Noticing temperatures and textures of the hands, perhaps how sensation moves around in the hands. Perhaps you might choose sensations of breath in the body, especially anywhere in the body where you sense the sensation of breath strongly or easily. Moving your attention to such a location now, and sensing the next 3 breath cycles. And then sending awareness down your legs and into your feet. Once more sensing that contact, soles of the feet contacting the floor, whether it's in one or both feet. Now taking a moment and choosing the home base for this practice yourself, your own personal home base. that you'll return again and again. Bringing its full attention there for the next few breath cycles, and resting awareness with your home base while I give the rest of the instructions. In open awareness practice, we're simply becoming aware of our awareness, following it wherever it goes within the present moment. So if it goes to thinking, we can become aware of thinking. If it goes to physical sensation, we can notice those sensations and experience them. Perhaps the awareness will go to a sensory experience like hearing, or the sense of contact. In this practice, we'll be locating our awareness and fully experiencing wherever the awareness is in that moment. And we'll start with a fairly structured practice, and as we move through it, we'll have the option of letting go of some of that structure. We'll begin with a 3-part practice. First, noticing where our awareness is. Right now, we're continuing to consciously place it with our home base. And we'll take a few moments to name it in a descriptive words using the stem I am aware of. So right now, if your home base is the breath, I am aware of the breath. Or if it's sound, I am aware of sound. And then the third step is to fully participate in the experience, moving in close, opening to it as much as we're able in this moment to take it in. And then we follow our awareness wherever it goes next. Each place it stops within the realm of the present moment will offer this 3-step practice: noticing, naming, and moving in close to experience. Sometimes the awareness will feel like it's just constantly moving for a few moments, moving perhaps through the body. And if that's the case, we can become aware of and use I am aware of awareness moving until it settles in a particular place. Returning again and again to the home base whenever you feel lost in the practice, or you just like to rest with the home base. And let's begin right now, releasing the awareness from the home base and watching where it goes next. Noticing, naming, I am aware of, moving in close to participate. Resting attention there until awareness just on its own moves somewhere else. Practicing like this now. locating your awareness. And if any stress or tension has crept in, feel free to take some deep belly breaths, or perhaps shift your position or raise and lower your shoulders a few times. And if there's ever a time during this practice that you feel like you could use some extra support, kindness, friendliness, feel free to place one or both hands over your heart, or to practice in a way that you're holding your own hand. We'll return to the practice now, and if you'd like to practice with slightly less structure, I'll invite you to drop the stem I am aware of, and instead the same three-part process is noticing where the awareness is, and then naming it in a few concrete words, whatever would have followed the stem I am aware of. So I am aware of tight shoulders then simply becomes tight shoulders. Moving in close to experience these sensations, and then following the awareness wherever it goes next. I'll invite you to practice like this now. Noticing as you practice that not only does your awareness move around, but also that experiences themselves arise and pass away. They change and shift. Returning your awareness to your home base for a moment. And for those of you wishing to practice in a less structured way, the next step would be to let go of the words altogether. Simply allowing ourselves to be here, noticing the flow of experience moment to moment, continuing to notice where our awareness is, moving in close to experience it fully, staying with our awareness as it moves somewhere else, noticing how moment to moment the life flowing through us changes, shifts. Just sensing yourself here, present to life just as it is. I'll invite you to practice like this now. Bringing attention back to your body, sensing yourself here in the chair, feet on the floor. Opening your awareness to physical sensations, moods and emotions, thoughts, sensory experiences. And as we transition out of this meditation, I'll invite you to offer yourself a few words of gratitude for having set aside this time for your own rest and renewal. And if anything is pleasant in your experience right now, just as a way of ending, taking a few moments to open and savor that experience, deeply breathing it in. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes if your eyes have been open. It's been a pleasure practicing with you today, and I hope you have a wonderful week.